What's up, guys? Today is day 15 of Millionaire NBA, and the subject for day 15 is time, self-discipline, and sacrifice. Oh boy, this is not good for me, the procrastinator. So let's see the topics for Millionaire NBA. Let's see. You cannot be successful without hard work. True. Entrepreneurs work between 50 to 100 hours per week. Yep. Time management is vital. You're telling me. So, it's essential not to waste time. Gotcha. You must make sacrifices, limiting TV and socializing. I am learning that. You should tackle nasty jobs first. Oh boy. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the notes. So, from the audio, and the first one I got: entrepreneurs work 50 to 100 hours in a week because they love it. Uh, so, loving a loving working is their passion. Now, for me, I really I don't really have a passion for this idea. It's just, I mean, I don't love South American stuff. I mean, it's really interesting to look at. I mean, but I really don't have a, what you call it, a, yeah, I don't really have a passion for it. I mean, I have a passion for money. If I make really good money, that would be great. I mean, I love money, but I'm not sure about decorative vases and stuff. I mean, but but hey, if it leads me towards money, I am all for it. I am all for it, you know. So maybe I should think more about money wise. But anyways, the next one is you got to prepare to put in hours, work, and sacrifice. So the hours, do I put in the hours? Not really. Do I put in the work? Not really. And sacrifice? Yeah, I am sacrificing, but it's not producing any results because first two are not doing anything. Okay, the next one is lost time can never be returned, so don't waste it. Don't waste lost time. Don't wait lost time. Well, I waste time, but you shouldn't waste time, because lost time is never returned. Time is such an asset that I I figured that out today. It's like, just sitting here in the car for 10-15 minutes is wasting my time, and my time is precious. So I should ask my sister. Yeah, I need to get out. I need to go. So, okay, the next one is if you waste time doing nothing, then you won't be successful. So if I'm not doing anything and I'm wasting all my time, then yeah, that's the end outcome, nothing. So, just doing nothing will get you nothing. So maybe I need to think of it like that. Okay, list things to do. When I do them, they are easier, it seems, to do. So you should have a to-do list. And you should do them. And the guy was like, they're easier to do them. It seems they are easier when you do them. So when you're doing them, they're easier than previously thought, previously perceived. So, so what I get out of that is that, um, well, I don't really have a to-do list. I don't, I don't really write it down. I mean, today I wrote it down on my phone, but I still didn't get anything done today. But that wasn't really writing it down. That was typing in a phone. So maybe I should just get buy a notepad from the Dollar General and like something you could carry in your hand, or like a little composition book that will fit in your pocket, and I'll just write down what I need to do today, and uh, that'll give me a list of things to do, and maybe that'll keep me focused on that. Let's see. The next thing is stay disciplined. Write down goals and items to do on paper. Keep you on track. Keeps you on track. So, stay disciplined. Write down your goals and items to do on paper and keep them on track. Oh man, this comes back to the writing on paper thing, and I believe this was a couple of days ago. This was what people did in the goals and focus thing. I see. So the writing things down comes up in self-disciplines because it keeps you focused. I mean, if you do that every day, I mean, eventually you're gonna cross out something off that list. So because you got it on paper, you have a physical thing telling you that this needs to be done, and you can't escape that. You can't erase that. So you gotta do it. If you don't do it, then it'll be there the next day, and if you don't do that, it'll be there the next day. So it just makes sense to just do it and get it over with. And write down them goals too. Write down the goals, cause what the heck, I mean, that's your goal, man. That's your goal, and you should do it. You should do the goal. You should stretch yourself. I mean, take them risks. And it's kind of like a rubber band analogy. The greater the risks, the greater the rewards. I don't know. So let's see. The next one is do it quickly as possible, not drag it out. Do less work you have to do. It saves more time over the long term. So do it quickly as possible, not drag it out. For me, I'm dragging it out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dragging everything out. I'm dragging it out. I'm not gonna lie about that. So the key here is do it quickly as possible. And in order to do that, you gotta become a thinker. You gotta think it out. You got to find which way would turn out the quickest way, and do that. And don't drag it out. I don't know why I'm dragging it out for. I mean, what is that going to do for me? It's not going to do me anything. It's not going to make me any money just doing nothing toward my goal. That's just going to give me nothing. So let's see. Do less work. Do less work you have to do. Do less work you have to do. So I guess trying to find ways to not do work. I mean, just like thinking it out, figuring out ways in which you can do the least amount of work. But this talks about being efficient. Try to get the least amount of work done, because if there's a way to shortcut it, then shortcut it. I think he was talking about being efficient and stuff, so that makes sense. For me, shortcutting, right at the moment is very hard because I don't have the knowledge and experience of photographing, and I don't know. But if I can get the techniques and stuff down and have a light box that is pretty decent and my editing skills are pretty decent, then I think that I could shortcut it and get it done. So and then yeah, it saves more time over the long term. I mean, yeah. Okay, the next one is I didn't notice my sacrifice because I love it, I want to, and it's an asset. So yeah, you're gonna have to sacrifice. For me, I sacrifice a lot. I mean, what I do is, well, I am a really bad sleeper. I mean, I wake up, I oversleep. I'm not gonna lie, I oversleep, and I try when I wake up. Like today, I woke up around 8 o'clock because my sister knocked on the door, and I was like, really, like, what the fuck, man? I need more sleep. So she is like, you got coming to over around an hour or so and help us out, help us clean booths. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't even say anything. I'm like, and I closed the door. And I got out of bed around 9 o'clock, and I didn't even get there until like 10. So, I mean, that right there was like 2 hours. I mean, I could start something in them 2 hours, you know. But I didn't want to. I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't want to, and it wasn't an asset for me. So, I don't see how that's gonna help me. But it does get me out of the house. It does. It's a sacrifice because if I don't do that, then I won't have a place to live. I won't have shelter. I won't have to pay rent. I mean, I don't even have to pay rent because of just helping out over there. So I guess it is an asset for me to do that. Do I love it? No. Do I want to? Not really. But so for in order for me to not notice my sacrifice, then I have to love it, to want it, to, and it's an asset. But it's not toward that business, my sister business, but toward my business. So how am I going to love it? How am I going to want to? And how is that going to be an asset? I know how that's going to be an asset in the long term, but how am I going to love it and want to with this sacrifice thing? I mean, I got tons of time. I really don't. The only two things that really I do go to is the meditation center, and that's on Thursday night, and that's from. Well, I leave around 6, and I get out around like. I come home around like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and that's 3 to 4 hours wasted right there. But and then you got church, and that's like 9 o'clock to 12, so that's 3 hours right there. And then you got helping my sister out. That's around 3 4 hours right there, pretty much Monday to Friday. Um, so that's pretty much it, and the rest of the day is pretty much mine. I mean, um, it's pretty much mine all this hours. I mean, when you look at it, the days that I do work, that I do help out, them 4 hours, it gives me 12 hours to do other things. And if you look at it like that, um, but this right here does is a little bit of a time waster too, because I gotta listen to the audio and then I got to do a video vlog, and that's like an hour, and then you got eating, that's like 30 minutes, and I don't know, but yeah, I should have around 10 plus hours available to me, and I should be working hard at it, but I just, I don't know, it's weird, it is pretty weird. What am I doing in between the hours? And like, I wake up, and then you got the sleeping in, and at 2 hours, and sleeping late, and but I don't know, man. I gotta love it, and I gotta want to. I gotta have a burning desire, it seems. And I don't have a burning desire for South American decor, so I'm gonna have to have a burning desire for money. So I'm gonna have to motivate myself to want money, to be free, to be financially free, to not be poor. That's gonna have to be my motivation. I want to be. Actually, is one of my goals to make a lot of money in a year. To make this amount of money, $100,000 in a year. That's my motivation. So, and would I love to do that? Yeah, I would love to do that. Would I want to do that? Sure. I mean, that's a lot of money right there. I mean, like really. So I guess that's gonna be my aim, I guess. So okay. The next one is self-discipline, willpower, and mental strength to overcome procrastination. So you got self-discipline, which is what is self-discipline? Self-discipline is just mastery of yourself, really. You are the master of yourself. And then you got willpower, which is like, what exactly is willpower? It's kind of like a driving force of you. I would put willpower as being the stuff from your higher self, your stuff from your emotional body, or I don't know. Willpower is like emotion. So, and then you got mental strength, which that is probably your higher self sort of thinking. So wow. So got uh, you got your thoughts, you got your emotions, and then you got your beliefs. Interesting. And this overcomes procrastination. So your belief is to do this. That's your self-discipline, is to do this. My belief is to start this company and bring South American decor out to the world. And I'm going to have the willpower, I'm going to have the emotion to do this. And I'm going to have my higher self behind my back and giving me ideas and positive feedback and positive thoughts. So yeah, anyways, we're going to go to the workbook now. And the exercise is, how could you get significantly more results out of the 24 hours you have available each day. So number one is sleep at an earlier time. Right now, the time is 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, for some people, that's pretty late. For me, it's pretty normal. Yeah, 1 o'clock is pretty late. I'm sort of used to that because I used to work at Walmart. And working at Walmart, you get out at 1 o'clock in the morning. I unloaded trucks. I pretty much work in the back room and help out stock, do all the mid shift work. But we were like the last. I mean, it was like the second shift, but it was like the group that kind of like helps out with the third shift too. So that was kind of like that. I did that for 3 years, and I hated it. I hated working for people. It's just and working with them people. It just sucked ass. So I quit that in March. And I saved up a lot of money. I saved up around 8,000, and yeah, pretty much down to 20% of that right now. So I have like 20% of that right now, and I am like, I do have the products. I got the supplier. I got the products in my place, in my camper, and um, I mean, the next step for me is to take product photos, and that is kind of hard because I broke down my light box. It broke down, so I got another box, but that box is pretty crummy. It used to be really good. That box was dry, but then I got the box too late because it rained. And then today I looked online to find a professional looking photo boxes, but it seems like the ones I looked at weren't wide enough, and they didn't have the cover to put up in the front, so I didn't have any like glare or anything like that, any reflections coming out. And but yeah, anyway, let's get back to the point. Sleeping at an earlier time. I tried. I'm gonna get down and dirty with this. Might as well then talk this out with myself. So yeah, sleeping at earlier time would be, for me, for my belief system, it would be kind of hard to do. Sleeping around, I tried like previously, very recently, to try to sleep around, go to bed around, well, get in bed around 9 and sleep around 10, but I seem not, my body isn't accustomed to that. And I'll probably sleep in around 11 or 12 o'clock, and I wake up like around, I still wake up around 8 or 9 o'clock, probably around 9 o'clock. But I sleep in, I mean, I wake up around 7, but I sleep in to around like 9. So you get my gist right here. Sleeping at an earlier time. I'm going to have to sleep in at an earlier time because of once my sister's restaurant open, I'm gonna have to work during breakfast hours, When my dad was telling me that I have to wake up around 4 in the morning, and I'm not sure I'll be able to do that, like, cause that's just, I'm gonna be so damn sleepy. It's just, oh my god, I'm gonna be such in a bad mood, and I mean, who wants to wake up at 4 in the morning? I mean, I'm not even used to that. I haven't seen those hours in forever since I was like, when I worked at my mom's company doing seafood, and I had to get up there around 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, get over there and do some work, and it was not very good for me, and I hate doing it. So doing that, if I were to wake up 4 in the morning, then I have to sleep around uh, 4 and 8 hours of sleep. That'll probably be around 8 o'clock at night, and that's just like, actually my friend, he does that. He sleeps around 9 o'clock, so 9, 10ish. So I don't know. But for now, it's not open yet, but they're talking about it soon, so maybe I should prepare for it. But I don't know. I just need to make the decision right now. I mean, if you do that, then you get out probably around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and you have the rest of the day for yourself. So around 10 o'clock, I mean, I'm probably gonna take a shower and get a nap in. And 10 o'clock, it's just like 10 to 8. You get that 10 hours to actually work in your business and fulfill orders and stuff. But I haven't even finished photographing my items yet. So, sleeping at an earlier time. Eventually, I'm gonna have to do it. I shouldn't delay it. I just go get it over with and just sleep at an earlier time. Just gradually get to bed earlier and earlier and earlier, and not what you call it, prolong it, like pull it out and delay it, and just do it because you got to. So I'm gonna have to put it on the list whenever I go to the store again. I'm gonna have to get me one of them to do little something to put in my pocket so I can write it down and to tell myself that's one of my goals, to sleep earlier. Okay, the number 2 is quit going to junk sites. Since I don't have a TV, and since I am so fascinated with learning new things, that I have to simulate my mind with something interesting so I don't get bored. And for me to do, in order to do that, since I don't have a TV, since I don't have any other entertainment, then the internet became key for me. And for me to do that is I need to go to junk sites like MSN and Yahoo and AOL.com and, like, keep up Alabama football, all that good stuff. And it's such a time waster. Starc.net and channelingerik.com, and it's such a time waster, and how do you quit doing that? If I am to be committed and I have to get off of them sites, I'm gonna have to block them sites. So it's gonna be really unfortunate for me to not see them, but I'm gonna have to just invest that time when I'm actually working over at my sister's business. Which I have my phone, I just do that over there. And when I have when I'm not busy. So and put them sites on a blocker. Block them sites. Block them. Only focus on what you gotta do. So that will keep me prioritized and self-discipline. I believe in yeah. Okay, the next one is don't go to the meditation center. Okay, about the meditation center. The meditation center, I usually go around Thursday, and it was around 6. It takes me about 30 minutes to drive over there. Driving over there takes a while, and driving back takes a while. So that's like an hour of driving from and to there, and that's such a waste of time. And then just doing the session lasts around 6:30 to 9, no, 6:30 to 8. So that's an hour and 30 minutes right there, and then you have dinner, and that's another 30 minutes. So and then driving back, you know. So that's like 6 to 9, yeah, 3 hours right there. And after that, you don't want to do anything because you're stuffed. You have some really great vegetarian food, and I'm just going to have to quit going there. Um, but why do I want not to go over there? I mean, I love the practice, but man, if I really want, if since the last part is sacrifice, if this were sacrifice, then I need to sacrifice that too. It's so hard because there's some really interesting people there, and I really love spirituality, but it's such a time waster. I mean, should I do it? Should I not do it? I mean, do I want to think short term or I want to think long term here? So I don't really have to do it. I don't really have to go. I mean, what have I learned the last time I went over there is that I am shy, that I don't like to talk to people, that, what else I learned? That I sucked at meditation last time I went over there, and I didn't really get anything out of it, except food, and, I think I met one person, but that was it. Nothing new. I did talk to a couple people, or maybe one person, and that was it, man. I mean, I really didn't get much out of it. It was just a new experience. And I did talk to another dude for a little bit, but that wasn't really much. And I didn't really get to talk to anybody who I really wanted to talk to. So, what's the point? I mean, what's the point of going? It's so far. Gas money to go over there, and I might as well cut it out and let. I mean, I really don't want to, but I might as well. How committed are you, Arthur? I mean, this is one of your goals. You do whatever it takes to get to your goal, man. And I mean, non-drifter, they use all their time wisely. They do not waste time. So, if I really wanted to go to the extreme, I need to do this, and not go there. But that's kind of sad, though. But I think that one's a maybe. Don't go to church. I think I could do that. Church is around. I usually leave around 9, and then think church service ends around 11 something. And usually I bingo around a little bit, and then I leave. So I get home around 11ish. But it's such a long drive, and I don't really do much over there. Just hear messages, and their message is not that great. They don't have a great speaker, a great pastor. I don't believe her messages are that great, and they're too mental. They're really too mental, and the people there aren't that spiritual, and they talk about everyday life that's just not very comfortable with me. And, they make jokes that not very comfortable with me, and I don't know. It just goes against my belief system, and it really stretches me. But does it really? Do I really have to go over there? I mean, do I really have to go over there? I don't really have to go over there. So I could cross that one out, and then wake up and brush your teeth. Okay, the last one is to wake up and get out of the bed and just brush your teeth. And once I do that, I'm waked up. I wash my hair and wash my face, and I'm just totally waked up. Start walking around, and I'm awake. So yeah, just once you hear your alarm, just get out of there. Just get out of the bed, roll out, do something. Get yourself awake. Um, yeah. Get yourself awake. And you can do that. I think I could do that. So, out of these 5, I probably would do 4 of them. And then, meditation center, that's going to be in the moment sort of thing. Because I don't really want to break out of that yet. Because I may have to do grocery shopping, and I might as well use the grocery shopping time with meditation time, and that give me like a social. And this is really sacrifice. This is where sacrifice comes in, because you're not supposed to be social when you sacrifice. So, do I really want to? I think I'm gonna cut it out, man. Obstacles and challenges. This is. So this is gonna be a maybe on. So 4 out of 5 is pretty much clear, and the meditation thing is gonna be an iffy sort of thing. I might go 1 week and I might not go the next week. It's going to be one of them sorts of situations. So the next question is, in order to improve your self-discipline, choose 2 of your above answers and think about your actions which you could take to increase your daily productivity. So I put down sleep at an earlier time. For me, in order to do that, the action would be take a sleep pill or exercise until I'm tired. So when I'm tired, especially when exercising, I get sleepy. I don't want to do anything, and then sleep pill that helps out too, because you get drowsy. So the next one is quit going to junk sites. The action would be block those sites on your browser. So I just add those sites on the browser probably tomorrow, and I'm just gonna get to work. So this is my time, self-discipline, sacrifice regimen I'm using to get toward my goal, which I have 44 days. So I know this was a long video. I know nobody's gonna watch this, so anyways, I'm gonna have to get to bed. And, I'm already in bed. This is the first time I'm sleeping in this particular spot, so wish me luck. So, anyways, yeah. This is something I really needed to learn: time, self-discipline, and sacrifice, because I am a really bad procrastinator. I waste time, I'm not self-disciplined, and I don't make sacrifice. I do sacrifice, but I don't sacrifice time and self-discipline. But I do sacrifice the social to for the most part. Anyways, thanks if y'all do, whoever sees this. So.